Hello and welcome to another edition of Why Did Ask For. As always, I'm your host, Dan. With me is Pat.
Break!
And Tip.
What's up?
And our special guest, Pantera.
Pantera?
They're not actually here.
You mean Plantera?
But I guess they don't really exist anymore.
Ooh, too soon, Dan.
Too soon. He was killed in like 2004.
So,
However, you know
Fun
what I don't
story
understand is why there's so many people out there that want a Pantera reunion with Zakk Wylde on guitar. Because Zakk and Dime were like very, very close friends.
I understand that.
And no, he cannot play like Dime because nobody could.
No.
But he's the closest thing they would have to doing any of their songs justice, and they won't do it.
I can completely condone that.
I don't. If it was anybody else other than Zakk, I would say absolutely not. Don't even bother with it.
No, Pantera can't. No.
Well, I mean, there's that and the fact that everybody else hates the lead singer because they blame him for Dime dying, but, you know.
I don't understand that, but okay.
They do.
They
Or
did
at
Dime
least
with cocaine?
Dime's brother does.
Yep.
I really have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Day of the music died, Pat.
That's okay.
So, how's everyone doing today?
I'm alright.
Great. I'm going to see
Hi.
Green Day next year. I think I already said that, but I'm still excited about it.
Next year.
Damn.
So, I have a humorous story today that took
Go
place
for
at
it.
my workplace. So, this one of my coworkers is leaving. She is moving back home, and she's training her replacement. So, she came into my office today. Just me and another coworker. We were in there joking around like we do because we don't work. Just do you see that? We'd run back and forth to each other's offices and play pranks on each other. Today it was a water balloon. But the one that's leaving walks in and she starts complaining about her replacement. What a see you next Thursday this girl is and everything like that. Blah blah blah.
Most people say Tuesday, but okay.
Thursday works.
Thursday works as well, yeah.
But going through the whole thing, and I inadvertently sold her out by really loud as new girl was walking in, going, "Blank, what do you mean blank is a cunt?"
There is no other person in this world that I would believe would say that out loud. So, bravo, sir.
That's
Bravo.
awesome.
So now got some damage control.
Why? I thought you just said she was leaving.
Yeah, but I'm the one that actually said it.
Does
Oh.
she still have enough time to report it to HR? New
I
girl?
guess, I don't know. New girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess new girl could report me to HR.
But you didn't do anything. It was indirect, I guess. So
Yeah.
She better not, because if she does...
There's lots of sand pits that one can be buried in.
that's terrible.
I mean, I was just going to say smack her around a little bit, but...
I was gonna say maybe we could work some overtime. God, you guys are incredibly violent. Jeez.
You're too much of a nice guy, Pat.
So
What's my name, Dan?
is oh, nicely played.
Ah!
Oh, So-
Ba-dum-bum.
question about hourly work is being forced to work overtime really a punishment? Because when I worked overtime and they told me I had to work, or when I worked hourly and they told me I had to work overtime, I was stoked. That was time and a half.
Yeah.
But you're single and without children.
I wasn't single at the time.
But without children.
This is true. But we had a dog.
That's not a child.
You've never met this girl's dog.
I don't
Let me-
care. It's
let me-
still
let me
not a
turn that
fucking
around.
child. It's an animal.
You raised
never
an
met this
interesting
girl.
argument.
Pat knows exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I know who it is. But
I disappeared for like 4
Oh.
years.
You know what, Tip? I think out of everything that happened with that particular relationship, I'm just mad you didn't get the dog back.
Why would I want the dog back?
I liked the dog. It was a cute little Yorkie dog.
Remember that time Pat left us so that he could go play with the dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
When did I do that? When I went to go what now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared now. What did I do?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what we were supposed to record, but we were supposed to record something, and you weren't available because somebody had a dog and was coming to visit.
Oh, that's right. No, because sometimes when my in-laws go out of town, my in-laws leave the dog with the kids, but then they bring the dog over here because the kids don't want to stay here by themselves, so they're here.
It
What the-
was
So
Tip.
It was Tip?
When Tip had his dog
Mhm.
and he came to El Paso, you left us high and dry.
That's right. It's all coming back to me now.
Mm-hmm. I believe that was back in the when Amber and Shura were still around.
yep.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a podcast we were supposed to record, but you were like, no, I had a visit with Tip.
It's true.
And it was
He really
it
just
had
wanted to
nothing
see
to do
Toby.
with Tip. It was the dog. We know it.
Yeah.
I mean, if Tip's in town, Dan, can you blame me?
He's gonna go play with my parents' dogs. That's what he does. He
Look at
got
my
tired
hands.
of being sprayed with the hose when my dad would go in the backyard and find him there. My son's not here.
Tip moved
Like,
out
Dad,
years
I'm
ago.
home. I have no son.
Oh,
wait.
My brother would be surprised to hear that. You have two.
Not since the war. I don't
The
know.
war?
You can say that
Making things up.
to answer any question. Hey, do you like Whataburger? Not since the war.
That's true. That does fit everything.
Yeah.
That's our new shirt right there.
Yeah, do you believe in God? Not since the war.
Do you enjoy cantaloupe?
Not since.
That's all they gave us. Cantaloupe and fear. That one was more delicious than the other. I'll let you guess which one.
So I need
Fear.
to make a public apology.
Okay.
Oh no.
All this time I've been saying hashtag say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know the poor girl was in rehab.
Is she really?
Well, that
Yeah.
explains why she hasn't answered you.
Yeah, I knew it had to be something. Stress. Illness. I mean, come on, she dated Bieber.
Totally the reason. Totally reason.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I'd be right alongside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll give her this. I'm surprised she didn't try and kill herself in that time.
Yeah. So, formal apology.
I mean, she was dating.
Hashtag get well.
She was essentially
Hashtag get
dating
well.
a yes.
Hashtag say yes.
Hashtag rebound with hope. Long shot rebound. But yeah, she was essentially dating a girl and a Canadian, so you can't get worse than that. I mean, it's just.
Wow.
Pat,
I
do you
don't
not
know.
like dating
Wow.
girls?
It was Justin Bieber.
But Pat, you said you can't get worse than dating a girl.
I
Wait,
said she,
wait.
Selena Gomez, can't get worse than dating a
Wait.
girl and
Wait.
someone. Yes, Dan.
This sounds like one of Pat's weekly flubs, in where he's being innocent, however, he's insinuating that he hates the gays.
Oh,
That's
'Cause
quite
what's-
an outrageous
'cause what's
accusation.
worse than a girl dating a girl? A girl dating
man
a
dating-
Canadian girl.
No,
Oh.
it's only bad if it's Justin Bieber.
It's not what you said, Pat.
no.
I feel like we need a graphic right now where like there's a flames underneath me that says "Now the hot seat."
Actually, you know what we need? This is an artist representation of Pat.
I'm trying to do jazz fingers to simulate the flames.
Jazz fingers.
Spirit fingers.
God damn it. So, cool thing for me that happened this week.
Artist representation of Pat. That is a foot and mouth.
That better be a foot tip.
It's definitely a foot.
Fair
Or
enough.
someone needs to go see a doctor.
That's an odd looking foot.
Not a
I have
good
no-
artist.
I have no problem with the gays. The gays are good people.
Yes.
They're an industrious people. They help me design my hair weekly.
So back to my week. So as a father, it's been a cool week for me because my daughter expressed interest in learning how to play guitar.
Oh,
At a girl.
Oh.
At
There
6
you
years
go.
old. And so far, she's, albeit 5 minutes at a time, she has practiced every day.
That's something.
that's happy Dan.
It's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'll show you, but like the second you don't show any interest, I'm done. Because I'm not going to waste my time. If you want to do this, great, but just know it's going to take forever because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just like reading, because she's learning how to read too. And so I think that's where it led, because she knew reading was going to take a long time, and she's finally getting it, starting to read on her own. So she was like, I want to learn how to play guitar. Like, lucky for you, your grandmother just gave me one for you the other day.
Ah.
She just happened to have one she was getting rid of, and I was like, I'll take it. And then, like, the next day, I don't know if she saw it or not, but she was like, I want to learn.
So
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
quick question, guys. Do you speak Spanish at all?
See.
Do
A
you
little
know
bit.
the term punta gorda?
Isn't it puta?
Mm. No, this is punta.
Okay,
Punta
then
gorda.
no.
Well, now I need to translate.
Sí, pero yo no hablo los palabras mal. ¿Por qué tú hablo los palabras? And I probably screwed that up horribly.
That was very Lopez of you.
Yo soy un tenedor.
Oh,
Myself
well,
out.
my joke
Stupido.
is going nowhere.
Your career's going nowhere.
Well, that too.
No, that's not what I said.
But I found this place in Belize called Punta Gorda, and I thought that'd be a cool place to live because then my dad would have to write "fat whore" on all my mail. But I was wrong.
I was going to say, puta is whore.
Yeah.
And I could see your dad too saying, "How do you spell?" Nah, the hell with it. Fat whore.
Fat whore Belize.
Who do I send this to? Rosie O'Donnell. Okay. Just kidding.
Man, Pat is really all over lesbians today.
That's not fair. No, it was a. Never mind. Bad joke. Bad joke.
I love it when this happens to Pat.
Yep.
Here comes the graphic again, the hot seat.
You're putting too much pressure on me. You know that's not going to happen. Unless
You
you're
do it, Dan.
volunteering to edit.
I will send you the graphic if you just send me that still image we talked about. Remember how I told you to take a
Dick
snapshot
pics?
inside of Premiere? Oh, well, don't tell them about that, Dan. Tip, it's nothing, I swear. But no,
Oh,
send me
you
the
just-
picture of the JPEG.
Yeah, you just need a still.
Yeah, and then I can, if I know the still, then I can make the little graphic. It should be fun.
Okay.
Hey, so Halloween is next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
I guess I got to turn off all my lights.
I was going to Tip. You have to be sociable. You have to go out and play with the people.
No.
I was gonna wear my Halloween costume today, but I figured I'd rather not subject myself to constant ridicule the entire time.
Oh, now I gotta know.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
What's your Halloween costume, Pat?
Yeah, you guys. Okay, I want you guys to guess what my Halloween costume is.
Hmm.
If you guess right within this episode, I will tell you.
The Joker.
No.
I'll never get it. I give up.
You may ask me at least one question each to give you an idea of what it is I am.
Okay. What does it rhyme with?
You're a terrible person. You are a terrible, terrible person.
You were expecting me to just ask you what it was, weren't you?
You can do this.
You don't have to answer that.
Toilet flusher.
Toilet flusher.
Rhymes with toilet flusher. Toilet.
Gay unicorn.
I don't know how I feel about that being your guess, though, Tip. That's
In fact, I've even actually already found it, Pat. A link, so
To
you
a
can
gay
tell me
uniform.
if it's the right costume or not.
all right. Let me see.
Rhymes with toilet flusher.
Toilet flusher. I have to choose my words very carefully here.
Toilet flusher.
We're gonna have to come back to that.
Oh no, that's not what it is, Tip. But that's a very interesting picture and disturbing as well.
So I'm just gonna let you guys know how I found it. I typed in gayest Halloween costume into Google, and I was not disappointed.
Tip went into his internet browser history and selected.
Oh, nice burn, Pat.
Tip, I'm
Browser
sorry.
history. He's got that saved in his fucking pictures folder.
Bookmarks, dude.
You
Not
don't have
even
to send me a
bookmarks.
picture of your desktop icon background image. It's okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Tip, no, please. But no, if you guess within the episode, I will tell you if you guess it correctly.
Toilet flusher.
I don't want to spend the whole episode guessing it, so.
Oh, we're not going to.
What
I don't-
rhymes with toilet flusher?
While you're thinking about that, would you like to hear about my other new horrible experience at Walmart?
Yes.
I think Dan's Googling the word toilet flusher to see what rhymes with toilet flusher. I went to Walmart, and that in itself is where you realize you're defeated with most people. But last week, it was pretty bad. But this one wasn't annoying. This one wasn't like bothersome. This one was just frightening. We didn't go grocery shopping this weekend, and we decided to go grocery shopping yesterday, which you'd think on a Monday afternoon that would be a good thing. But aside from having a horribly, horribly long experience at Walmart because there's so many people, apparently Walmart was giving away free things because everybody was there. But the thing that creeped me out is, number one, okay, I'm walking in with my wife and baby. And every time I go to Walmart by myself to like pick up stuff that we forgot, like extra diapers or whatever, there's this gentleman there that I believe is homeless, God bless him. And he sits at a little, little bench. And he sees me walk by, and you know, I just kind of acknowledge him. He doesn't ask me for anything, so I just move on. And I think out of the last 4 times, 3 of those times, he gets up when he sees me walk by and he starts following me into the store. And then I don't know if by coincidence or by my paranoia, which is more likely the latter, I walk out and this guy follows me out. And he sits back where his bench is, and I get in my car and I leave. Well, yesterday I'm there and I'm with my wife and I'm with my son, and it's late and I'm tired and I'm frustrated. And I'm trying to get back home because me and Dan were trying to record something, and we're there and it's dark, and sure enough, as if on cue, he's waiting there at his bench. He's got this long beard now, and he has like these little glinty eyes, and I'm like, oh crap. And as I walk by, he gets up and he follows me and April into the store.
Why do
And it's
men
like,
follow you, Pat?
you know what? I
They
don't
follow
think
you
this
into
is the same reason.
bathrooms, into stores.
But it's one thing if you feel flattered. The other thing is if you feel you're going to get murdered. And I felt the latter in this case. And I know it's probably presumptuous of me to think that, and probably an anxiety issue on my part. But at the same time, it was really disturbing because it wasn't until we walked by that he stands up and he goes in. And then we go to the store and we're looking around and I said, you know what? There's a lot of people here. We're here for a long time. There's no possible way we're going to run into him again. So I even told April, I said, you know, let's just make sure this, you know, we're doing something so we don't leave at the same time as him. We go, we check out, we leave, and I kid you not, as we're checking out, there he is. And there was like this weird feeling like, oh, there you are. Okay, let's go. I'm like, you can't see me, but I'm shaking violently. And I leave, and sure enough, he falls out and goes outside. And as we're leaving, he sits at the table, and he just sits there. He bought something. I don't know what he bought, but he just sits there at the little table. And we walk by, and I'm trying to do that nonchalant thing of like, we got to go as fast as we can without looking like we're going as fast as we can. And it was just this really weird feeling. I don't know. Probably paranoid. Probably crazy.
Are you going to be a lobster?
A rock lobster.
Here. So I was trying to think of what rhymes with flusher, but what's also nerdy.
I'm gonna die.
No, no,
Hey,
no.
what rhymes with toilet flusher?
No. So I thought, wasn't there a something or other crusher on Star Trek? So I googled Crusher Star Trek.
You're thinking of Wesley Crusher.
Well, maybe, but the first thing that comes up is actually Beverly Crusher. I shit you not.
Yep.
Beverly
Pat's gonna be
Crusher.
that.
That's it. You nailed it. Totally gonna be Beverly Crusher.
But then,
Damn.
then there was a Wesley Crusher, and then there was also another one. Whoever his father was.
Okay,
Slusher.
Pat, you gotta tell us.
I can't tell you. I'll tell you.
We guessed. Good
No,
guesses.
I
No,
told
no.
you that's. I'm totally
He
gonna
said
be Beverly
if
Crusher.
we guess it, as in guess it correctly, he will
Yep.
confirm.
All
correct.
he said was, if we guess it, he'll tell us. And we've guessed.
Getting horribly out of hand here. But yes, if you guess it correctly, through a series of hints, you can ask me questions, and I will try to. I'll try to lead you to it because it doesn't really matter if you guys know.
Okay, give me a hint.
No, you can't just say give me a hint. You have to kind of like ask me a question that would lead to me giving you a hint.
May I have a hint?
Let's
No.
see. It's
do
very. It's
Don't do
very.
it.
Oh no! This is a very. This is a very objective hint.
Doesn't matter. He didn't
Okay,
ask a
all right.
question.
I did. I asked if I could have a hint. That's a question.
No.
It's
What
a-
does it
all
rhyme
these
with
years-
is a proper question. Give me
It's
a
all
hint,
these
or
years
can I have
of
a hint?
peer
It's
pressure
just asking
from-
for a hint. That's cheating.
I feel scared now. I'm not in a safe
I
place
could have,
anymore.
because he just said you can ask questions. I could have said, "What are you going to be for Halloween?"
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's too obvious.
But I
Well,
didn't. I said, "What does it rhyme with?"
What color is it?
It's all black.
Soul Crusher.
No.
Pussy Crusher.
Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm a gimp. I'm gonna be a gimp.
Oh, that was terrible. I can't
A
believe
gimp
I
lush.
said that. Yes, I can.
That's awful, by the way. That's awful. And I totally expected that, but no.
Okay, it's all black toilet crusher. You're a piece of poo?
No.
No, the
I
name
don't.
of the costume rhymes with both words rhyme.
Do both words rhyme?
Like, so the name of your costume has two words.
Mhm.
The first
Well,
rhymes
I mean,
with toilet. The
Yes,
second
you could.
rhymes
You
with
could say it has
flusher?
2 words. Does have 2 words.
And the first one rhymes with toilet.
No. I mean, it kind of does. It starts with the T.
Are you a Violet Usher?
A Violet Usher?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's a real thing.
Move it faster, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger.
Are you
that-
Kanye West?
No, that's Usher. What's your problem?
No, that's Kanye West.
Dan, confirm.
No idea.
Usher. Okay, hold on.
That's Kanye West. The song's called Stronger.
Let's go to the tape.
God. I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys.
It's Usher.
No, it's
Looking
Kanye
at
West.
Google. I'm looking at Google. Google has discredited you. Anyway, while we continue to guess,
Haha.
Bill Murray won a Mark Twain Award. Tip.
Saw that. And then didn't he say something to the effect of like that whole all the expenses of that night could have been saved with just a phone call or something like that?
Yeah.
Like he couldn't have given two fucks about the ceremony. He was just like, you could have just called me and said I won.
They like putting him in situations I think he's uncomfortable with because they realize he's gonna put out his best personality at that point. From what I understand, Miley Cyrus was performing that night, doing it my way, and she botched it. And he stood up and I forget what he said, something like, "It's a live performance. Like, what do we expect?" And apparently, everybody thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
Well, earlier this week, and I already sent this to you guys. This is for the audience. But I was in line at Tim Hortons waiting for my coffee. And the gentleman in front of me had this as a sticker on his car.
Ah, yes.
I don't understand that. What is that?
That's Bill Murray.
What are you talking about? It's Bill
Is that
Murray.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
So
why
I
I
have a
took the
question,
picture
Dan.
and sent it to you.
I did, and I liked it, but I wasn't sure what it was.
It's Bill Murray.
It's Bill Murray now.
It's
I like
always been Bill Murray.
Or is it the recipient of a Mark Twain Award? Because it could be both,
It's the same fucking thing.
but not neither.
Are you a violent pusher?
A violent pusher? Only around old ladies at Walmart. Because they're the ones that can't fight back. I'm like George Costanza. Fire! Push them out of the way and then eat Twinkies out of the trash.
You know, I'm kind of thinking about rewatching that whole series again.
The Punisher? Are you the Punisher?
God damn it. Yes! Damn it.
Nailed it.
Does it rhyme with toilet?
You know, I should know better. I should know better than to give Tip any type of hints.
Also, Punisher doesn't really rhyme with Crusher.
Or flusher?
No, but I meant to say
Or Flusher, I mean, yeah.
like the Punisher, and then I realized toilet was probably not a good thing to say
No.
at the time. But I've been drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah. That's
So.
it. You know what I'm going to be?
Why, Dan?
A dad.
Oh, that's right. You're taking the kids.
Congratulations.
Another one, Dan?
Actually, you know what I'm
Man, that's that. How many does that make now? 17?
You know what I'm excited about?
What's
I
that?
just thought of this the other day. But apparently, and yeah, I haven't played this game in a long time, but apparently Pokemon Go is going to have some sort of big event happening on Halloween where like more ghost types and shit show up and you earn extra candy and stuff because you're trick-or-treating. So I'm going to get the kids all...
really?
Yeah, I'm going to get the kids all ready to go, and then I'm going to walk around with them playing Pokemon Go while they trick-or-treat.
That is
So
an
you
excellent
know
idea.
what's going to happen on Halloween? Pokemon Go's big surprise for everybody. Servers are going to be down.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That would suck. That would suck, I would think.
So on Twitter, I've been harassing this group called TPUSA.
Okay.
They are apparently huge Trump supporters, and they always post this stuff on. And I've zeroed in on one individually because she always posts like the dumbest stuff. So I just answer back, and finally she blew up at me. I got a direct message saying that I am wasting my vote. So I said, "You've convinced me. I have to vote for Hillary." I haven't heard back yet.
She's probably like, my job here is done.
Yeah.
And then she moved on.
Yeah.
Why can't people realize that the next president of the United States is going to be Gary Johnson? Why can't they realize that?
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pot's gonna be legal.
If I voted,
Won't be any more war.
probably
If
vote
you
for him.
voted and were a U.S. citizen,
Yes.
you'd vote for Gary
You don't
Johnson.
need to be a U.S. citizen to vote in this country.
That's true, Tip. Absolutely true.
No, it's
You
not.
just need to try hard. I don't want to get into that. Never mind. Tip, did you see this interview that Triumph the Triumph did with Gary Johnson?
Yes.
What do you think?
I liked it. Did you see Jimmy Kimmel's interview with Gary Johnson?
No, I didn't.
This is very funny. Did you see The Walking Dead on Sunday?
I heard about it. I stopped watching The Walking Dead as of last season.
Well,
Because-
that's a good place to stop
As of
because
last
this was the
season.
first episode of the new season.
Well, because I heard about the new season because I wanted to know who died, and I mean I don't want to talk about that unless we're gonna disclaim a spoiler alert of some kind.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, that was a good one, Tip. Good job. But it was. I heard that it was one of the most bloodiest, goriest episodes ever known to man.
Glenn.
It was exactly the same way that he dies in the graphic novels.
Mm-hmm. Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
Beaten in the head with a
Barbed wire
And
bat.
The other one was Abraham,
Mhm.
and apparently, Abraham. I don't care, but Glenn didn't
He
he die a
died?
lot sooner?
No,
Yeah.
Abraham was supposed to die sooner in the book,
Yeah.
but they kept him alive, so then they decided, well, we'll just kill him in this episode, and they killed him and Glenn at the same time.
And then the wife
Yeah,
made a very interesting. She made a very interesting observation that in the comic books, the governor chops off Rick's hand,
Yep.
and so she was thinking that in this season, when Negan takes Rick into the trailer, I may have watched a little bit, that he would chop off his hand to just kind of make up for the lack of that happening.
You know what happens in the graphic novels that didn't happen in Alexandria in the show?
What's that?
Carl gets raped.
I thought that almost happened, and then that's when Rick bit the guy in the throat.
No,
No.
no, he actually gets raped. In
What the hell
book.
is wrong with the
And
post-apocalyptic
it happened.
world?
I believe it happens in Alexandria.
I think people have better things to do. That's why I stopped watching that show. It got too much. It got too much. And I was like,
But you know what this means? This
Ever
means
since the
there's
whole
going to be a gory death in Game of Thrones. Because I think that's what they do. They try to one-up each other.
you nailed it. You nailed it. That's exactly what they're doing. That was their version of the Red freaking Wedding. I guarantee it. It's
no.
terrible.
Keller,
I'm not saying it's as good. I'm just saying that's their attempt.
Keller kind of had a good point. Keller is he's been on the podcast before. He's a friend of ours from our other group that we kind of hang out with. In saying that, like, in the beginning, like, Walking Dead was a lot like Game of Thrones in the sense that nobody was safe, and that's how the show
Yes.
felt. But now it just seems that they're just... What the fuck is happening on your screen, Pat?
What do you mean?
There's like a glow coming from...
Yeah, is Jesus coming from your...
It's gone now. Anyway, they're just saying that,
I'm
like,
scared now. I'm
Pat
scared.
knows what's up. Pat
The
knows
Walking
what's
Dead has
up.
turned into just like, let's kill off as many, like, they're just going for like shock factor more than actually plot driven death or whatever.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's never for the longest time it hasn't been like a really
Narrative.
significant character. It's been these secondary characters that they bring up and then kill them off. It's like, who fucking cares, really?
Now,
That is a shame. because
Starting
narrative-
with, I mean, when they start, so then they start this season off and they kill off Glenn. That's a big one.
yeah.
That's
And
like,
I have
holy
to
shit!
ask
I didn't
Pat-
think he was ever gonna die.
I have to ask Pat a very important question.
Yes.
Because Negan is played by James Morgan Dean.
Yep. That's. I know what you're gonna say.
How does it feel knowing that the Winchester dad is out hunting humans now?
I saw the best picture in the world, and I'm going to share it with you here today. For those of you that can't see it, oh crap! Did I delete it? I hope I didn't. It's essentially a. Where is it? Come on! Yes, it is. Here it is. It says, "Supernatural tried to warn us." There's a picture of them looking at their dad,
That's-
and he's holding a baseball bat as if he were in some sort of baseball
That's
team
funny.
assortment. So, but yeah, it's he is a perfect casting for that character.
He's actually a really good actor. I think the first thing I remember him from is Grey's Anatomy, where he played a dying patient.
Using Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
made me lose a little bit of respect for him. Go on.
He's the one that Kristen Hagel's character falls in love with while he's dying.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's dying.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was that guy's name?
I think like Ray.
No, it started with a D.
Derek.
No, Derek was one of the main doctors.
Day.
Now you're just throwing out D names.
Yeah.
You got the fucking Jesus
Daryl.
girl going on your screen again.
Oh, Lord, is that you? Oh,
It's coming from the other way, dude.
no, that's
Do
what
you
said.
know?
Anyway,
And who else is in the newest season of Walking Dead that you may know from somewhere else, but you're not sure?
Hmm.
The guy who voices Trevor in GTA 5.
really?
Yeah, he's like the second in command at Negan. He's the guy in the season finale of season 6. He's the first guy they talk to, and he's like, "Hey, you make sure all your you watch your people's back or whatever. How would you like this to be your last day?" That guy that he's talking to.
Yeah.
That's the guy that voices Trevor. And I heard his voice and I'm like, that sounds really familiar. And then I looked at him and he
Denny.
looks almost exactly the same.
Denny was the guy's name.
Denny. See, I told you it started with a D.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen those Dr. Pepper commercials with the guy who does the voice for Bill Dauterive from King of the Hill?
Yes.
No?
He looked exactly like Bill Dauterive.
Really?
I don't think Dan has seen him because I don't think they have college football playoff in
No.
Canada.
That's true.
Oh,
we
okay.
don't.
It's not as big a,
We
a
don't give
deal.
a shit.
But he drinks Dr. Pepper, I'm assuming.
23 flavors. Dr. Pepper's okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How
Where was
dare.
I going with that? I had another...
The guy from Actors in movies you never thought.
Yeah, I I was going somewhere with that,
It happens a lot, actually.
and now I can't remember.
People in you never remembered from certain shows.
Yeah.
I hate it when I can't remember somebody from a show. That's what kind of usually helps me determine whether or not I'm going to watch a show,
Yeah.
is if I recognize one of the actors. Because I'm like,
Even
this
then
person
it,
would.
even then it can be a
show.
deterrent though, because you're like, oh, I'll always see that actor as this character. Like,
Yeah.
what's that new show, Bull? It's Michael Weatherly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Formerly
And I
of
always see
NCIS.
him as,
He was Denozo on
yeah.
NCIS for like 12 years, and then he jumps to a new show called Bull, and I was like, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't care what the premise is. I can't watch it because I'm always going to expect him to be Denozo,
Yeah.
which I know is shitty, and I know actors hate that when they get like
Typecast.
typecast or whatever. But like, I can't help it. I love that show, and he's been there since the beginning. So it's like,
Well, it's like his replacement on NCIS is Wilmer
Wilmer
Von.
Valderrama. Oh, I
Yeah.
know where I was going. Wilmer Valderrama ties back into the other show that I was going to say. So I've started watching The Ranch on
Yeah.
Netflix. It's Danny Masterson and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Mini That 70s Show reunion. Well, in season 2, Wilmer Valderrama shows up. So it's even more of a whatever. But the dad in that show, I was watching that show, and about 5-6 episodes in, I'm going, why the hell do I know that guy's voice?
He's from NCIS.
No. He's the guy that does the Guts, Glory, Ram, and the Dodge commercials.
No shit.
Absolutely is. He was also on like a bunch of other really big shows from the 80s and stuff. He's been around forever, and he doesn't look like he's aged a fucking day in the last 30 years, but
Wow.
that's where I was like, holy shit, that's the guy from the Dodge commercials.
That's awesome.
Wow. So, taking that 70s show back to The Walking Dead, Alana Masterson, who
Yep.
is
Danny
what's
Masterson's
his
sister.
yeah, she played I got this.
Well, she's still on the show. She's that little lesbian chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That like she
That's
went
where
away
I-
on a run for however long, and then her girlfriend died.
Mhm. So, there you go.
Well, there's a bunch of Masterson kids.
Yeah, they're like a
There's
giant
like 4 of
clan.
them, and they're all actors. The only
Will,
one-
Jordan, Christopher, Danny, and Alana.
I know Christopher is on, or no, Jordan is on Last Man Standing.
Yeah. And Christopher was Malcolm in the Middle's brother.
That's the other one.
And Will, I don't think Will's famous yet.
Oh, so the guy that I was talking about from the Ram commercial, his name's Sam Elliott.
Oh, okay.
So he's been around for a long time.
Yeah. He looks like he was in Lonesome Dove.
That's the one.
And he looks like a guy that's never he doesn't age or anything. He's just always the same.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, he's from shows in the fucking 80s, and he still looks exactly the same.
He
That's
was in
what I was thinking
Roadhouse.
of, though. Lonesome Dove was, yeah.
He was in
Sam-
Roadhouse, Tombstone, The Big Lebowski.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And
look at
Parks
the
and
name.
Recreation of all shows.
it was like 3 episodes, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the Hulk.
Yeah, he was in the hole.
Yep.
That's all I need to know. There we go. We're done. Excellent. So, oh, and he was also in the. No. You know, not to deter too much from the subject, but Hugh Laurie. Speaking of people kind of getting typecast,
Yep.
Yeah.
he's back in a show called Chance that I want to give a try. It's on
Okay.
Hulu, and he's playing a doctor, which I'm assuming he does well because House and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I discovered that he's actually getting his own square on the Hollywood Walk Way of Fame.
So about the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and this will all tie together. I'm going on a huge tangent here. You have to pay if they say, "Hey, we want to put you on the Walk of Fame." The actor has to pay $30,000.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you end up on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I'm just
I mean,
saying. But that's not where I was going with this.
It-
So, speaking of Hugh Laurie, I read this article recently about how Bill Gates, richest man in the world, has a McDonald's Gold Card, which entitles him to walk into any McDonald's and get free food whenever he wants.
Why would he need that?
Because he's the richest man in the world.
Why would the richest man in the world need a gift card that allows him to get whatever he wants all the time?
So, Hugh Laurie, Laurie?
Lori?
He ended up with a Burger King card, which is essentially the same thing, but the way he got it was he told them that he already had it and he lost it, so they sent him a replacement.
Smartest man in the world.
Yep.
He is House in real life.
So, Burger King, I've lost my King Club card.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Tip.
I promised Dan and Pat some Burger King, and I lost my card. So,
That's,
I mean,
It's probably the worst thing you could ever get.
We're devastated and hungry over here, Burger
so
King.
Whataburger, I've lost my Whataburger
There you
card.
go. It's like I've never been to Whataburger, but I hear better things. And like I went to Burger King once, and it was awful.
Don't
Dude,
you
I-
insult the Burger King.
It was awful.
I could totally eat at Burger King if everything was free.
I would rather eat at fucking Arby's, which is disgusting.
Wow.
What do you
than
got
your
against
fucking
Arby's?
Burger
What
King.
is-
Dan,
what's
I'm
this thing
learning
against
so many
Arby's? I need to
things
know what's
about
happening
you
with Arby's.
Arby's
that our
is disgusting,
sponsors would
too.
not like.
All right. Here we go. The hot seat. I have to make another graphic now.
Dan, why do you hate our sponsors?
I don't
Dan,
hate our
test fingers.
sponsors. I love our sponsors. Are you looking for some new plushies? Maybe a cool new necklace or a retro game controller? Well, our friends over at geekandgamergear.com have you covered. Right now, for our listeners, you can get 10% off your first order. Just use the promo code WHYDIDSAVE when you check out and get 10% off. geekandgamergear.com has everything you want to satisfy your needs. They have thousands of great items to choose from at a fair price. Geek and Gamer Gear is dedicated to bringing you quality products based on your favorite gaming, anime, and film franchises. Enjoy free shipping on everything in store. So head on over to geekandgamergear.com and get 10% off your first order using promo code WHYDIDSAVE at checkout. That's geekandgamergear.com for 10% off your first order. Use promo code WHYDIDSAVE at checkout.
Are you saying that if Arby's offered us a sponsorship of $10 a year, you would deny them?
Look, if they're going to
Guys.
give us money, I
My attempt at a segue failed.
don't know. I don't
You're
think
a
I could do it.
sellout.
I don't
That's
think
what
I could do it.
My attempt at a segue
I
failed.
don't think I could do it. Unless they were offering a lot of fucking money, but you'd have to pay me a lot of fucking money to eat at Arby's.
And that's okay, Tip. The owner of Segway failed too.
Actually, no, he didn't.
He did. He drove right off a fucking cliff.
No, he's still alive. There's
No,
actually.
it's not.
Yes, he is.
All right, hang on.
There's a fascinating documentary about him. It's called Boomerang or Slingshot. Boomerang or Slingshot.
Did he boomerang off the cliff?
And you know how now you go to the certain restaurants and they have that freestyle Coca-Cola machine where you can press the screen, and he invented that.
Let's go to the Snopes.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think
it was on Netflix for a while.
Sounds like a lie.
Segway died. Okay, the
His
owner of
name's
Segway
Dean
died.
Kamen.
Let me see. In West Yorkshire, police reported that James W. Hendelson, 62, who took control of the company this year, accidentally steered the Segway off a 30-foot cliff and into a river while riding on his estate about 140 miles from London. The exact cause of death is not yet established.
So
So it wasn't the creator; it was the dude.
the guy
took
that
over.
created it, Dean Kamen, who also invented portable insulin, he's still alive.
I like it.
I'm 100% serious.
Well, we're talking about the owner of the company, though, not the creator of the device.
He is the owner.
I'm confused and scared. Now, Tip's in the hot seat. Wait,
For what? Saying fact? Is that how this country works now? I thought this was America.
that's
No.
right. In America, facts don't matter.
It's only
Whatever.
2/3 America.
I agree
Yeah.
with you, Top.
Canada's still part of America.
Nope.
Where you're our hat.
I feel like we insulted all
Nope.
of Canada in one sentence.
You absolutely did.
We'll never have.
You
John
know
Gurren
what? They
on again.
insulted us by giving birth to Justin Bieber.
No, but they canceled it out by giving us Michael Bublé.
Canada had no part in that. We've apologized several times.
No, that's fine. Michael Bublé came out of you guys, and he came out with a new album last Friday. I'm totally fine with it.
That's true. We do have the Buble.
But we're keeping him. That's the catch. We're keeping him. You can't have him back. So
I'm okay with that.
You guys also
Because
did give us
you also
Stickfast.
kept fucking what's her tits there that did the chest, she did the chest bump on the fucking gem from the Titanic. Celine Dion.
yeah, you can keep Celine Dion. That's fine. Don't worry about
I don't
that.
want her.
But her heart will go on.
Yeah.
Didn't she marry to a really old dude?
Well, she was until he died.
Oh, God rest his soul. I didn't know that Celine Dion. It's okay.
But yeah, she married her like, I think he was her manager or producer at one point early on, and he's like way older than her.
Yeah. So we are issuing a lot of apologies today officially.
This is gonna be the apology podcast.
This is the Canadian podcast. Oh, sorry, eh? Sorry.
No, but you know what the good thing out of it this is realizing that Celine Dion is into older gentlemen. Tip, you have a shot.
The fuck you
I'm like
talking about?
20
She's
years
like
younger.
way older than him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you just said at the beginning of this that Tip and I were old. That we're all old now. So,
Yeah,
Well, wait,
not
that was
compared to
before-
her.
Yeah. She is.
Mary Celine Dion, would age really matter?
In this
Tip?
scenario, Tip would be like Jack,
Okay.
and Celine Dion is the old bitch at the end of the movie who
Oh,
just wants
got it.
company
She's
and then
only
fucks everybody
48.
over by throwing the thing in the water.
Or
We
saying
need
that
that. She's only 48.
Only.
Tip,
Well,
there
I
you
thought
go.
she was like way older.
Nah. No, her husband was like 70 something though.
Yeah.
That's who you need to be going after, Celine Dion.
No, I've got my pick.
No. I'm going to send an invitation to Celine
Shania
Dion.
Twain?
That don't impress me much.
Doesn't she feel like a woman?
She does.
Well, oh. Jimmy Pop.
You got the moves, but you got the touch. I screwed that up horribly.
You're
I
both
think that's
terrible
the sign-
singers, you know that?
Who is?
Both of you.
Well, yeah. Why do you
I-
think we're doing a podcast and not making an album?
How
Good
dare
point.
you? I'm releasing my Christmas album this year.
I
Dan.
mean, you guys can't sing. You don't play instruments.
This
Why do
is
I
all
hang out
we
with
got.
I can play the tuba. Sometimes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, man. If you're ever eating salsa, I'll be the guy playing the tuba in the background. How about that?
Why would you be eating
Here's a
salsa
silly
when I was
question.
doing the Oktoberfest? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, or drinking beer.
Here's the silly question. If you learn how to play one of those instruments, like trumpet, baritone, tuba, trombone, is it easier to learn the others?
It depends on what your name is.
And I actually can play tuba, by the way.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like, so could you pick up like a baritone or a trumpet and play it just as easily?
No, because he has the wrong name.
If you can play a trumpet, you can eventually teach yourself to play a French horn, a baritone, and a tuba. If you just can play a tuba, it's harder to go up the ladder because, like, the looser your embouchure is, which is that thing that you use to actually play into the horn, it's the looser it is, the lower the instrument you can play better.
Yeah,
But
I
the more
understand how
firm
it
your
works.
embouchure is, the higher. It
And
goes.
ladies, the looser
I
it is,
understand how
the
it
longer
works,
they
I'm just
last.
saying.
For our listeners, Dan, go on.
I'm just saying, is it because
Yes, you can.
they all have the same like 3 keys, right?
Okay, Dan, it depends on what your
Like
first
there's only
and
3
last
buttons
name
on a
is.
baritone, on a trumpet, on a tuba.
They are the same to an extent. Yes, they are.
But
Yes,
I
they
mean,
are.
there's only 3, so like they should. Oh no, I guess not, because the tuba and
Because-
the baritone would be bass clef,
And the trumpet and the
trumpet
French horn are in
and-
treble
or
clef.
treble,
That's right.
right.
But I do have, but you can, if you know the conversion, it's really easy to switch. Like I have a friend who's a band director in Texas, and he is good. What
I
he
was
does.
never bothered.
Tip knows who I'm talking
I
about.
played the bass,
No, I don't actually.
string.
John
bass.
Matthews.
John Matthews, isn't he dead?
No, he's not dead.
No, that's John Martinez.
For some reason, you said John Matthews, and I was reminded of a Limp Bizkit song.
That's terrible.
Because at some point he says, "John Otto, take them to the Matthews Bridge."
But it's true, Pat.
It's true, but Hey, but yes, John Matthews, one of my close friends, who's realized our dream of becoming a band director because he got to it.
It
He
was
is
never my dream.
no, I'm talking about
Me
my
neither.
dream and his, but he is an impressive band director.
So are you saying you shared a dream with a man about your future?
Is that so hard to believe, Tip?
Actually, no, it's not, but you keep denying it.
What are you? What you think I'm overcompensating for the comments I made at the beginning of the podcast? How
Yeah, I
dare
was gonna say, you know why he's denying it, right? Because he hates the gays.
Pat,
Please-
do you hate yourself?
What the hell? That's not nice.
No,
That's not nice at all.
that's
That
just
was a
straight up-
subtle one.
that's
That was
just
probably
straight up
my
saying
most
Pat's
subtle.
Gay, and I don't believe that to be true.
Nope.
No, but Pat makes himself an easy target.
Yes.
I don't understand. Being bullied and calling. I'm calling.
It's out of love, Pat.
I can't call anybody. I guess I'll just have to get over it.
I'm telling my mom.
Yeah.
It's all out of love.
My mom will talk to your mom, Tip. How about that?
You're gonna be grounded.
It's true.
I don't. You know what? That's
Which is
just
funny because out of the three of us, I think it's actually possible that Tip would get grounded.
Oh yeah. But you know what? Jokes on them. All the things like go out and party and have fun and do all this stuff were my goals when I was younger. But now that I'm in my 30s, staying home and going to bed early?
Great plan.
Yeah,
Excellent plan.
I'm okay with that.
But then you're grounded would mean that you have to go out and party.
Where did that term come from? Grounded. Is it because you're grounding yourself as a person?
Good
Like,
question.
okay, you need
To the
you need
Google.
Googly it. But before we move on to that, Dan, I have a very important question to ask you.
Hang on a second.
I'm looking it up. It's a common discipline technique used with older children and teenagers.
No, but where did the name come
I'm
from?
looking. I haven't gotten that far up yet. I don't read that fast.
Then you failed us all.
Aunt's daughter probably read the same.
Look, I can't read. I'm sorry.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't
Doesn't
say
say.
where the
Oh, the term was originally used in aviation when a pilot is prevented from flying.
No. So when you're oh, I see. You're grounding a plane, meaning that they have to land the plane.
yes, but how the hell does that?
But like grounding, like you know how you say I have to ground myself, like I have to center and focus again.
Yes,
So maybe that's where it comes from. Theory, I
or
don't
it's
know.
an electrical term.
Were they? Yes, that's a
Because
very
otherwise,
good.
you're just firing off all over the place. You need that ground wire to keep you from killing someone.
How did this devolve
don't
into this? I don't
I
know.
don't
We're talking like electrical wiring.
I don't know what happens. I just kind of let it happen.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about what grounding means if we would just return to corporal punishment for kids, right? I mean, what
True.
would be the problem?
True. Did you just smack your brother? Electric chair.
Yes, that's what we do in Texas.
Right?
Come on.
What's that fat old white guy that smokes the cigar? He's on the blue collar tour.
Ron White.
Trump.
Ron White. Ron White.
Oh, right. Okay.
His joke is always about how the rest of the country's trying to put an end to the death penalty, and Texas put
My
express-
state's putting in an express lane.
Terrible.
I think apparently, I don't know if that was actually went through, but
It did.
it was something that was tabled. What was it like? If you commit a heinous crime where more than 3 people witness it or something,
Yeah.
then you don't get to sit on death row. You get like moved to the front
Yeah.
of the line.
There's no appeal process or something like that.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I'm a good looking dude.
Fuck did that come from?
I'm watching myself in the monitor.
I haven't been a good-looking dude. Not since the war.
Not since the war. Oh Christ!
So where can we buy some stuff if we wanted a hero?
I'm gonna cut that in post. Thank you very much for making me have to edit, because I realized it too late.
What?
That was my cut moment.
I realized like 10 minutes ago that it's too late into the episode to do the ad read because you kind of want to do it like halfway.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna film something.
You mean about the time when I was giving hints about sponsors?
I wanted to jump into it, but I was trying to follow where my mind was going with my other thoughts. And I was like, if I do the ad read then, I'm going to forget where I was going. I didn't.
Dan, you're just not the same.
So
You haven't
now
been
I
the
have
same
to-
since the war.
Now I have to cut this part out. And
Okay.
I'm just going to cut it in somewhere around the halfway mark.
Or you could keep it
Or
in.
right where you're fucking trying to, I'll cut right there. And then I'll film something
Something bizarre.
something for it. No, it won't be something bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
But I
Do-do-do,
might film some sort of
do-do-do-do.
little commercial where I'm actually like on the website.
So maybe we shouldn't be talking about this until after we stop recording.
Maybe. I don't know. I started recording like right when the call
Where
came
is
up.
that light, Pat?
It's off his beer.
What light?
I figured it out. Anyway,
There's a light on in Chicago.
any final thoughts, gentlemen?
My beer is glowing.
It's a little
Halloween is this week. It's a time-honored tradition. Make sure everybody goes and celebrates it.
Yes. Tip?
Again, I'd like to apologize. I didn't know you were going through personal stuff. Offer still stands. Hashtag speedy recovery. Hashtag say yes.
That was a bad idea. I should not have done
I guess that's as good a place as any. So I want to thank everybody for joining us this week, and hopefully we made you ask. Why did ask for?
Why did and